A truth many won't tell you. There's a truth about YouTube that almost no one talks about honestly. And it's not because they don't know it. It's because it doesn't sell dreams easily. So let me say it clearly, right from the start. YouTube is freedom, but only after discipline. Before that, it's harder than a 9 to 5. Harder mentally. Harder emotionally. Harder in ways most people aren't prepared for. And yet, yes, it can change your life. But only if you're patient, strategic, and consistent. Most people never make it to the freedom part. Not because they're incapable, but because they quit during the discipline phase. And that's the part nobody shows you. When people talk about YouTube online, they usually show the highlights. The freedom. The travel. The flexible schedule. The working from anywhere lifestyle. What they don't show you is the silence at the beginning. Posting videos nobody watches. Refreshing analytics and seeing zeros. Putting your thoughts online and hearing nothing back. No boss. No co-workers. No applause. Just you. And your doubt. In a 9 to 5, at least you know what's expected of you. You show up. You do the work. You get paid. On YouTube, you can work harder than you ever have in your life. And still feel like nothing is happening. And that messes with your mind. Here's something that surprised me. I thought quitting my job would reduce stress immediately. It didn't. At first, it changed the type of stress. In a job, the stress comes from deadlines, managers, meetings, pressure you don't control. On YouTube, the stress comes from self-doubt, uncertainty, responsibility, silence. And that second type is harder. Because there's no one else to blame. If you don't show up, that's on you. If you don't improve, that's on you. If you don't stay consistent, that's on you. Freedom removes excuses. And most people aren't ready for that. This is why YouTube is not an escape. It's not a shortcut. It's not easier than a 9 to 5. It's harder first, so it can be lighter later. A job pays you money quickly, but costs you time long term. YouTube costs you time up front, but can pay you freedom later. Most people choose immediate comfort over delayed freedom. And that's not wrong. But it is a choice. Discipline is the real price of freedom. Not motivation. Not inspiration. Discipline. Showing up when you don't feel confident. Uploading when the last video flopped. Learning when no one is clapping. Discipline looks boring from the outside. It's editing late at night. It's rewriting titles again and again. It's improving thumbnails by inches, not miracles. It's doing the work even when the results aren't visible yet. That's where most people quit. Because they mistake slow growth for failure. Let me tell you something important. If YouTube feels harder than your job at the beginning, you're probably doing it right. Because you're learning new skills. You're becoming a storyteller, a communicator, a strategist, a disciplined person. Skills that don't just build a channel. They build you. And that growth is uncomfortable. You're no longer just following instructions. You're making decisions. What to post. How to improve. When to pivot. That responsibility feels heavy. Until it becomes empowering. One of the biggest lies online is this idea of passive income. YouTube is not passive in the beginning. It's extremely active. It demands focus, consistency, patience. You don't get rewarded for effort. You get rewarded for value. And value takes time to learn. Most creators fail not because they lack talent, but because they underestimate how long mastery takes. They expect results in weeks. Real growth happens in months. Real freedom happens in years. That's the timeline nobody wants to hear. But here's the part that does change everything. Once discipline becomes habit, once learning becomes automatic, once consistency becomes normal, something shifts. You stop chasing motivation. You stop checking numbers every hour. You start focusing on the process. And suddenly, your confidence grows. Your clarity improves. Your skills compound. That's when YouTube starts feeling different. Not easier, but lighter. Because you're no longer guessing. You're building. Freedom doesn't arrive all at once. It arrives quietly. The first time you realize, I don't need permission to take a day off. The first time you work while traveling. The first time your content helps someone you'll never meet. The first time your income isn't tied to a clock. That's when it hits you. This was worth it. Not because it was easy, but because it was yours. Here's the truth many won't tell you. If you hate discipline, YouTube will break you. If you're chasing quick validation, YouTube will frustrate you. If you want freedom without responsibility, YouTube will expose you. But if you're patient, if you're strategic, if you're consistent, YouTube can change your entire life. Not overnight, not magically, but permanently. Strategy matters more than effort. Posting randomly won't save you. Working non-stop won't save you. Smart daily moves will. Learning why videos work. Understanding attention. Improving storytelling. Listening to feedback without ego. One small improvement per video. That's how real channels are built. Not by luck. By intention. Consistency doesn't mean burning yourself out. It means showing up even when it's imperfect. Uploading even when it's not perfect. Trusting progress over perfection. Most people wait to feel ready. Creators learn while moving. That's the difference. And let me be honest with you. There were moments I questioned everything. Moments where a job felt safer. Moments where quitting felt stupid. Moments where doubt was loud. That doesn't mean the path was wrong. It means it was real. Every meaningful change comes with discomfort. If you don't feel resistance, you're probably not growing. So if you're watching this and thinking about YouTube, ask yourself this. Am I willing to work without applause? Am I willing to learn without guarantees? Am I willing to be patient with myself? If the answer is yes, you don't need permission. You need commitment. Here's the sentence that sums it all up. YouTube is freedom after discipline. Before that, it's harder than a 9-to-5. But yes, it can change your life. If you stay long enough. If you think smart. If you move daily. Not fast. Not perfect. Just forward. So here's the truth many won't tell you about YouTube. It doesn't save you. It doesn't rescue you. And it definitely doesn't make life easier right away. What it does is reveal who you really are. It shows you how patient you can be. How disciplined you're willing to become. How long you can keep going without applause. Before YouTube gives you freedom, it asks for consistency. Before it gives you control, it asks for responsibility. Before it changes your life, it changes you. Most people don't fail on YouTube because they aren't talented. They fail because they don't stay long enough to see the shift. The moment when effort turns into momentum. The moment when learning turns into confidence. The moment when discipline turns into freedom. And that moment only happens for the people who don't quit early. So if YouTube feels harder than your 9-to-5 right now, that doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It means you're in the part that matters. Stay patient. Stay strategic. Make smart daily moves. Improve one thing at a time. Because YouTube doesn't reward speed. It rewards consistency. And if you're willing to commit to the process, to the discipline, to the uncomfortable growth, then yes, YouTube really can change your life. Not overnight. Not magically. But honestly. And permanently.